My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
I don't know if I'm going to have part one or part two. Okay, so this is it here. Breaking news. 2 Texas brothers indicted for plotting to sell to Haiti's Gonaive Island. Okay. Murder every single man, seize control, and keep the women and children as slaves to live out their fantasies. I think I mentioned it in one of my videos. There was a video I was about to share with you, and before the video started playing, and I said, are these what they're talking about? But it was completely different story. But let's listen to this. Okay, Haiti needs to get its act together, because if these idiots think they could go to a country and do that, can you imagine if other crazies put their heads together and, let me not give idea. Let's listen.
A federal grand jury indicted 2 North Texas men accused of plotting to invade a foreign island, kill the men, and take the women as sex slaves.
Prosecutors say one of the men enlisted in the Air Force to get military training he thought he needed. Fox 4's Blake Hansen in our newsroom tonight with these stunning allegations, Blake.
Yeah, Stephen Heather, federal prosecutors say the suspects didn't plan to go it alone. In fact, the feds say they plan to recruit people who are homeless in Washington, D.C. to serve on their, quote, expeditionary force and take over a small Haitian island. The grand jury indictment handed up today charges 21-year-old Gavin Weisenberg from Allen and 20-year-old Tanner Thomas from Argyle with conspiracy to murder, maim, or kidnap in a foreign country, as well as a charge of production of child pornography. Record show Weisenberg was booked into the Collin County Jail in July. We've not been able to find a mugshot for Thomas. Prosecutors say he was in the U.S. Air Force at the time. The place they are accused of plotting to invade is called Gonaive Island. It is part of the Republic of Haiti. It's not small. In fact, that island has about 87,000 residents. Prosecutors say Weisenberg and Thomas plan to lead that expeditionary force by sailboats to the island, murder the men, take control of the island, and then turn the women into sex slaves. Of course,
he doesn't know much about Haitians. Something that came to mind. It's still going on, but I paused it while this came to mind. Is that these are young people. Okay, Gen Zs probably, right? Gen Zs, 21 years old or something like that. Many white men, young men, keep on saying they are not responsible for what their great-grandparents did in terms of slavery and all of that. And many times I've said, this generation of African American understand and said, okay, we're not blaming you for what your great-grandparents did, but you're benefiting from it. Let's not repeat it again. But you will think they will try to change their mindset, but yet they want to go back, okay, to the same savagery that their great-grandparents were doing. Okay, I said in one video, at one point, things is gonna switch. This is the time where I think they need to think and see what side of history they want to be in. Do they want to be on the side of the MAGAs, the Trumpists, who's old, his time is about to be up? Okay, he already lived his life, instead spewing negativity. Is this the side those young people wants to live in? Or do they want to change and say, look, I'm not going to follow through. I see how this made some people feel and things like that. Try to change, but instead of continuing the same nonsense. So when things switch, there's going to be a switch. Things don't last forever. There's going to be a switch. If many of these young white men and women don't change, things not gonna look good for them moving forward. Most likely, they will leave them behind. Okay, and they will not take them into their space because they continue to show us their barbaric mindset. Okay, let's continue. And the other thing as well, Haiti and even African Americans here, they got their independence without having the most powerful weapons that was at the time. Okay, their most powerful weapon for blacks, African American, and Haitian, not only they prove themselves, they have to fight for it, is their belief in God. So history have shown us over and over and over again that without those huge weapons these white men keep on using to eliminate innocent people, but God always have black people's back. Keep that in mind. Let me continue. I'm sorry, I had to say it because they were in my mind. If by the time the video is done, most likely I will forget. Let me move it back slightly.
To the island, murder the men, take control of the island, and then turn the women into sex slaves, according to prosecutors. The feds say the plan dates back to August of last year. They say Weisenberg enrolled in a Rockwell Fire Academy to learn command and control protocols, but flunked out in February. They say he then traveled to Thailand to learn how to sail, but didn't enroll in the school due to the cost. The feds say Thomas, meanwhile, enlisted in the Air Force in January and in March changed his station assignment from Germany to Maryland to better coordinate the invasion and recruit the homeless population in D.C. We reached out to attorneys listed for Weisenberg and did not hear back. We could not find attorneys listed for Thomas. Prosecutors say they face up to life in prison if convicted on the conspiracy to murder charge. Steve and Heather.
All right, Blake Hansen in the newsroom. Thank you.
All right, so here are some of the responses. You could pause and read. Let's go to the next one. I have one more after this. All right, let's pause. Carlens Arcus, there's the flag of Haiti, is speaking about Haiti's qualification in the Micro League 1. Okay, let's see here. It's 41 seconds.
C'est incroyable. On revoit les images comme ça. J'ai des frissons carrément parce que c'est quelque chose d'exceptionnel, surtout pour ce beau peuple qu'on a, ce beau pays. Je pense qu'ils méritent tous. En regardant encore cette image, je ne vais pas pleurer maintenant parce que ça remonte beaucoup d'émotions, mais c'est beaucoup d'émotions vraiment. Ça fait beaucoup plaisir de voir ce belle chose qu'on a fait. Je pense qu'on a vraiment mérité de se qualifier.
So there were some videos that I've shared when they made it to the qualification for World Cup. It seems like as if they won the World Cup. All right, let's go to the next tweet, and this is my last one. Okay, this one I'm gonna share it again. I had it at the beginning of this recording, but there's a possibility I might make this video into 2 parts, okay? Just in case this is the second part. A unified Africa is the only way Africa can survive. 2 minutes. I'm gonna try to let it play completely so I don't put my opinion. Let's listen.
Guys, listen to this.
Africa, if you add up the 55 countries of the African Union, that's about 1.5 billion people, same size as India, same size as China. The big difference is that the imperial powers divided Africa into 55 little countries, not one of which can thrive on its own, whereas India and China, because of the history, remained unified countries.
Do you think this will change in the future? They will unite?
They have to. So I tell them every single time I have the opportunity that the African Union is the key. As 55, you can't make it, but as one African continental economy, you can make it. So what's happening now is Africa's population is continuing to rise. It's the only place in the world with rapid population growth.
And all the others are declining.
Everyone else has peaked or just about to peak or actually beginning a decline. Africa's population today is 1.5 billion. By 2050, it'll be 2.5 billion. That's a lot. Adding 1 billion people in the next quarter century. If you go even farther and just try to extrapolate based on current trends, Africa's population reaches about 3.5 billion, and according to the UN most recent forecast, 3.7 billion by the end of the 21st century. And Africa goes from being 9% of the world population to being more than 30% of the world population. It's going to be a completely different world. What do I say to African leaders every time I have the chance? First, be Africa-wide. Second, get on quickly with mass education, because that is the key to the economic development. Third, look at what China did. Follow that model.
Do you agree with him?
Okay, I did my commentary about this video already. Go to part 1 if I decided to make part 1 and 2. And that same advice he's giving to Africa can also apply to Haiti. Okay, the education is the fundamental part, especially the history of Haiti. Haitians, young Haitian people need to understand their history. All right, there have been some brilliant Haitians I've worked with, engineers, architects, and things like that. All right, so that's that. So let's do a prayer. Pause this, okay? If you want to read, pause this. Let me move it back. Further down. Just pause and read. Okay, I'm thinking, what prayer should I do? Prayer for... Okay, so this is what I put. Prayer for God's protection of Haiti. Let's see what happened. Image. Okay, oh, this one is too long. All right, let's do this one. Patron Saint of Haiti, we offer our prayers for your assistance to help bring hope and prosperity to the village of Font Baptiste, our sister parish in the mountains of Haiti. I'm a little bit tired. So, all right, so let's just do this here. Pray for Haiti. And I think Haiti might be in the right direction. I feel like it's gonna be okay. It may not seem clear right now, but I truly believe there is a path for those devastation, the people who's creating the unnecessary conflicts. I believe it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop. Once they understand, they see the issues, the problem that they're creating instead of solving, Haiti's gonna be okay. Okay? So there's another video. When I have the energy, this one is gonna be by itself completely. But I'm not gonna record it right now, but stay tuned for it. This one is talking about what's going on between Haiti and its neighbor. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
So we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.